Big problem for the Duchess of Cambridge. The Diana inheritance Kate Middleton doesn't want. New photos put out by Kensington Palace of the Duchess of Cambridge highlight a growing problem that will only continue to dog the future queen. Hello and a very warm welcome back to the Sussex Daily News Channel. There are many requirements when it comes to being a royal wife, but being able to navigate the inside of a tank while being photographed, and not usually something we think about so much. But what about being able to curtsy in 6-inch heels? Yes. What about suitable fecundity or a willingness to dine on grouse all summer long? Well, check and check. But driving an Abrams tank while still maintaining a certain ladylike charm? That would seem to be left off the list in most cases. But last Saturday in the UK was Armed Services Day, and over the weekend, the Cambridge's Kensington Palace Communications outfit marked the event by doing what they do best. They put out some photos of Catherine looking like she's having a blast surrounded by strangers. So these photos were taken when she participated in training exercises last November with some squatties, and in each of the 4 photos, she looks incredibly happy. I mean, she was hitching a military trailer. She was chatting with the troops. She was chatting with more troops in what looks like the frosty dawn. And then we got to see her sitting in a tank. And the media immediately latched onto that last shot of the now 40-year-old wearing a helmet. Now, all of it looked pretty similar to shots of Diana, Princess of Wales, when she also got in a tank during a visit to the Royal Hampshire Regiment in 1988. Echoes of Diana as Kate salutes force heroes. That was according to the Daily Mail headline, which then reported that the new photos bear an eerie resemblance to those of Diana. And the important thing about this is that this is the 3rd time in less than a month that we have seen this relentless Diana-ing of Catherine. Just a few weeks ago, the Duchess of Cambridge showed up to Royal Ascot wearing a polka dot dress that looked a lot like the one that Diana chose, also in 1988 for the famed racing meet. So the Daily Mail said, seeing double, Kate Middleton channels Princess Diana at Royal Ascot. And then Hello Magazine said Kate Middleton's sweet tribute to Princess Diana. And then on Vogue UK, we saw the title, The Duchess of Cambridge's Royal Ascot dress is a tribute to Diana, Princess of Wales. Or Kate Middleton dressed just like Princess Diana for her Royal Ascot 2022 debut, according to the Marie Claire Post. As well as Kate Middleton channels Princess Diana in polka dots at Royal Ascot. That came from page 6. And we saw the same thing for Trooping the Color when Catherine chose a white coat dress and wide brim hat, which only looked a little bit like an ensemble once worn by Diana. So that time, we got Kate Middleton channels Princess Diana for Jubilee Trooping the Color, according to Newsweek. New York Post said Kate Middleton salutes Princess Diana's timeless style at Queen's Platinum Jubilee. And then we also saw Kate Middleton pay tribute to Princess Diana with her Trooping the Color outfit, according to Parade. Kate Middleton honored Princess Diana twice at the 2022 Trooping the Color. That was Vogue. Boy, looks to me like all this honoring and challenging would take up a lot of the poor Duchess's time. So was Catherine deliberately trying to evoke the princess? Or was it just that she happened to choose clothing that she either already owned, like her trooping coat, or which is really on trend these days, like what she wore at Ascot? The issue here, though, is that it doesn't seem to matter what Catherine does, says, or wears. She is compared to Diana a lot. Back in 2010, when Prince William finally popped the question, he used the 12-carat diamond sapphire ring that his father had once presented to his mother. And some considered that choice to be romantic, while other people, me included, saw it as something of a symbolic millstone that he was clapping around the neck of the young Catherine. Not to mention, that ring was symbolic of one of the most famously unhappy marriages ever. And 10 years later, after 3 kids, 33 foreign trips, and 1 royal foundation of her very own, Catherine is still compared to Diana all the time. It's a game that I don't think Catherine could ever win. The Princess of Wales entered royal life as a tremulous teenager. She found herself married to an emotionally damaged prince, and she was expected to just smile and get on with it. She was expected to open a hospital, occasionally come within arm's reach of the sick, But of course, she wasn't expected to touch them. But instead, after the princess had learned the ropes, she started showing a delightfully willful streak, and then she went rogue. So for the queen and all of them, it was something of a shock when the docile virgin that they thought they were getting transformed into this person they didn't recognize and just went forth on her own. Much like the Queen of Iceni, who burnt down London more than 2,000 years ago, Diana was up to something, but this time it was the House of Windsor in her sights. She really outplayed Buckingham Palace, and she even outsmarted the royal Goliath, and in the process she won the support of the British public. As we know, Diana's life was cut tragically short in a Paris tunnel in 1997. And it set her legacy in amber, and we saw her elevated to permanent sainthood. So how could Catherine, who is a very different woman from Diana, ever hope to win in this endless comparison? But more importantly, at this point, I really think that we should be judging Catherine on her own terms. From the very beginning, Catherine has mostly done things her way, and she has set her own pace. Now, was it a slow pace? Maybe. Did she only undertake part-time royal duties for the first 6 years of her marriage? Well, yes. But at this point, she has really come into her own. She focuses on early years development, and in doing so, she is aiming at generational change. She has given herself the big task of helping instigate a huge societal project. Together with William, Catherine is one half of the couple who are doing a pretty good job of making the monarchy seem like a relevant institution in the age of TikTok. That is no small feat. Now, the Duchess of Cambridge has been an equally modernizing force as Diana was, but she's done it so incrementally and with such careful maneuvering that nobody really seemed to realize just how quietly radical she's really become as a future queen. And she's only becoming more so. Over the weekend, we saw the first joint portrait of the Duke and Duchess unveiled, and it shows Catherine was wearing the Collingwood pearl drop earrings and a 3-strand pearl bracelet. Both of those pieces belong to Diana. Now, obviously, the association with the Princess of Wales is one that Catherine herself wants to keep alive, but there is a big difference between making a choice that's emotionally and personally meaningful and being held to another person's standard against her wishes. This is a situation that's only going to become worse in the next few years when she assumes Diana's title and becomes the official Princess of Wales. If you ask me, it's about time to finally break this addiction to reading everything Catherine related through a Diana-shaped lens. She deserves at least that much from us. And you, what do you think about Duchess Catherine? Please let me know your opinion below, and we'll also talk about her and the royal family members. If you preferred our video tonight, please like and share with your friends who would enjoy it. And please support the Sussex Daily News team more and more by subscribing to our channel. Now, thank you so much for watching, good night, and I'll be back to see you all tomorrow.